Good morning, YouTube. Okay, I'm so excited. I feel like I start all my videos like that. But today I wanted to show you guys how I'm actually going to be using my novel sketchbook and my NaNoWriMo bullet journal. I still haven't done the actual 2023 print yet. I haven't attached it, but that is coming. I'm hoping to do that today. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to actually plot using both of these. First, I'm actually just going to turn to, let me take all these things out. Actually, I'll leave that. For those that have asked, this is a Leuchtturm, and I just attached a one of my patrons gifted me these. They're actually Leuchtturm. I did not realize that. Pen loop stickers, and I love them. They're so amazing. Okay, so I have done a flip of my NaNoWriMo bullet journal, but for now, I'm gonna actually turn to a blank page. Well, it says scene ideas. Okay, then what I'm gonna do, where'd the pen go? Oh, I didn't take it out. All right, what I plan on doing, or how I'm gonna use this, is now that we're down to only a week left till NaNoWriMo starts, I feel so behind because all I've done is played in my novel sketchbook. I have not written, I mean, you can see, I've not written any scenes. I've not done any outlining. This is a different kind of fiction, so I'm not actually gonna be outlining like all the beats and things like that. My plan is to do more of a note carding method. So once I have all of these written down as scenes, then I'm gonna go deeper into each scene and add the things that I plan on including. So first, you guys saw this page. This is just about my character. So I am actually going to write, let's see, we're gonna start in her world. So I'm gonna say her world introductions. And you're gonna meet her family, meet the fam, and then she says, do I want her saying goodbye? I do want where she says goodbye to them because she's going on an adventure. So exciting, a 6-week adventure to the Triple Goddess Seminary. So that's thrilling. But I also need, this is just my brain. This is how this novel sketchbook, I'm just gonna show you guys how it transpires into a novel idea. So before she actually sets off for her 6-week adventure, I want to have her get the invitation. She gets the invite, very Harry Potter-ish style, and she's gonna probably have an argument over going with her husband, but in the end, he encourages her. Okay. So that's not all one scene, but that is where my story begins. And then we go from there. So then I'm just turning the page. I want to have her drive as part of the story. And where she stops, she's gonna have she's gonna bump into a stranger on her drive. I think I'm actually gonna also have her go to a bookstore to use a restroom, and she's gonna pick up tarot cards. See, this is just, I'm just letting my mind go with the pictures. Okay. We are gonna have a scene where there's a full moon ceremony. So we're gonna write that down. Cups, I think these are really cute. This isn't necessarily a scene, but I will have a scene where she checks in and you get a feel for the surroundings. All right. Okay. Let's see. This is just basic. This is just me scribbling down basic things. I'm going to have her unpack, and she's going to unpack her favorite pen holder. With her unpacking, I'm also going to share with the reader what she does in her next project. What her next project is, and a deadline and all that. So, okay, this is part of the feel for the surroundings, because this is a scene in the place she's staying, as is this. So I don't really need to write anything more. This ended up getting changed, so not really gonna write anything down about that. All right, we are going to have I want there to be an altar that she sets up, and I want there to be a bookshelf, and we are going to talk about her coffee. She drinks her coffee with a cinnamon stick. So that's got to be mentioned somewhere. So these aren't necessarily scenes, but okay, this says fun idea, create a packing list. One that the invite suggests, one that Ruby scribbles in her journal, includes cinnamon sticks. Okay, I'm glad I wrote that down because I would have totally forgotten. So I do want a packing list scene, or it could actually be an unpacking scene where she's unpacking her stuff. Okay, we are going to, she's going to learn how to crochet, I think. Originally I was gonna have it be knit, but she's going to learn how to crochet by another student that is at the seminary. So I need to write that down. And then the student becomes her friend, and she wears crocheted sweaters. So I'm gonna actually put sweater girl, because she is going to be another secondary but main-ish character. All right, we're going to have a library scene, and that's just more sweater inspiration. There's going to be a rainy day. I think I might actually want the rainy day to also be the full moon day. Nope, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna do a rainy day, and that's the day that she decides to walk the labyrinth. I'm writing all these as I'm as I'm thinking, and then I will make sense of it. I know it sounds chaotic, especially when you look at this, but I will sit down, put each thing on a note card, write more details in, and then move them all around. All right, there is going to be a beach day, probably at night. I feel like I might be shaking the table and not realizing it. I think I'm gonna do a night beach scene. So we're gonna write that down. A trolley, she's gonna take a trolley tour of Savannah. I think I might actually have it be a haunted trolley tour. All right, trolley ride to cemetery. So that'll be part of the tour. Cemetery, okay. We have live music. This, I actually have a picture of me standing in front of this. It was just so like amazing to have sketched it. And then when my husband and I went to Savannah, actually like see it. It just made it amazing. Okay. This is also at the cemetery. This is little Gracie Watson. Let's see, doesn't really apply anymore. This is the book she's going to be working on. actually, okay, there will be a scene where she visualizes her future. And in that, she sees this book. She sees herself at a book signing. Okay, that's exciting. Okay. This is the book signing. This is where she ends up sitting. I actually put the seminary library, which I have mentioned. Did I mention? Yes, the library scene. All right, we have her welcome goddess basket, which is going to be part of when she arrives and I give my reader a feel for the environment. This is her hermitage, I think. I drew two, or I sketched two out. Yeah, so we have this one. One of them is going to be her sweater girl, her friends, and then the other one will be hers. I haven't decided which one. Then we have different lessons. This, we are going to do a color lesson that she's gonna have with either the Mother Maiden or Crone, one of the three goddesses. Then we're also going to have a candle magic scene. So there's going to be a color lesson scene, candle magic. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, what does Ruby pack in her suitcase? This is a symbol, and I actually want to have a tattoo scene towards the end where Ruby actually gets this tattoo. It is the triple goddess symbol. There will be a tarot lesson. So each lesson is a scene that I'm going to scribble down. Oh, there's the tarot. This is Spanish moss at the seminary. For the love of old churches, they are going to have a church, and I'm going to call it Pave Your Path, Pave Your Spiritual Path scene. I love old churches, so I'm going to write that down. For the love of old churches, stained glass windows, altars, and candles, there is magic too. I am going to have where she sees a psychic. That will be another scene, another triple goddess, notes on the triple goddess, the crone, the maiden, the mother, and the queen. There will be some mirror magic and glamour. That will be a scene. And then magical jars of jams and jellies and other magical tools. So I'm gonna just write that down as a tool scene. Actually, let's do cooking. I do want a specific cooking scene that I have in mind. So this one's not finished, but this is supposed to be something hanging on the wall with a bunch of little concoctions like alchemy. Do I want an alchemy? Yeah, let's say alchemist. I'll just write that down and then brainstorm. There will be broom and clearing as a scene, clearing, cleansing. All right. This is, you've got the traditional New Year is January 1st. The Jewish New Year is, I believe, in September. Pagan New Year is on, what is it, October 31st? November 1st? I don't know. I have to research all of that. But there will be a lesson in my book on the different, oh, I'm shaking the table, different New Years and the Wheel of the Year. Okay. Halloween, that's just gonna be a fun part of the vibe of the place. This is the labyrinth or a labyrinth. I already wrote down that we will have a labyrinth scene, and I love the idea of it being in the rain. Here we have her, I put a hand with nail polish and colors, like whether you're a cool or a warm. That is going to be part of a styling scene. All right, what else we got? Visions, which I already wrote her visualization where she sees her future self. Mushrooms. I'm going to be doing a scene on plant medicine. Okay. And that's it so far. So that is how I have used my sketchbook so far. I'm still not done with it. I will be continuing. I think I'm like halfway. I will be continuing to sketch throughout November. But now the fun stuff happens. Now I'm gonna sit down with index cards and write down all of these things and the details and then put them in order on how I want them to happen. This is going to be a huge adventure for me. This is going to be a challenge to write this book. Basically, I'm taking my main character through 6 weeks of studies because she's going to begin where she has no idea who she is or what she believes, and she goes on this 6-week adventure and she paves her own path. She creates her own belief system, and I'm so excited to take her through that. So I hope you guys enjoyed how my brain works, which is very crazy and rambly. And if you have started a sketchbook, hopefully this helps give you ideas. Yeah, all right, everybody, 1 week left. This is like the last planning steps before we dive in. All right, until next time, enjoy your wild, sexy lives.